Welcome to part 5 of our travel vlog from Las Vegas to Mount Rushmore. The video links to earlier parts are given in the description box below. In this video, we visited the Jewel Cave National Monument and the Mammoth site in South Dakota. Jewel Cave National Monument contains Jewel Cave, currently the third longest cave in the world. It is located approximately 13 miles west of the town of Custer in Black Hills of South Dakota. Jewel Cave is a breathing cave, which means air enters or exits the cave with changes in atmospheric pressure from day to night, or due to changes in the weather. Ranger-guided tours are required to enter Jewel Cave, and the various tours are offered at scheduled times, which vary by season. Throughout the year, cave tours often book in advance. For this reason, visitors are encouraged to make advance tour reservations through recreation.gov.
34 stairs, okay, my friends? So go ahead and get those knees loosened up, because as we move through the cave, you're going to want that flexibility as we go.
All right, you guys can come on in. Just leave me a spot by the button panel. How are you guys with small spaces? This is the smallest space you'll be in on the whole tour. Okay. It's not too bad. And this elevator is going down about 240 feet below our visitor center right now. Wow. And it makes the trip in around 40 seconds. It makes this the fastest elevator in South.
So it's pretty fantastic to get to see that, but today we won't get to, and that's okay. This part's steep. I brought my off-road shoes. My 4x4 shoes. I got mine on. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Oh, I like your shoes. I'd love to get. Well, my friends, you can see some of those classic stalactites hanging onto the ceiling. Now, over here, you'll notice one stalactite that is much longer than the rest, and that's this guy right here. This stalactite would have had lots of water and calcium carbonate dripping off this feature, so much so that it started depositing on the ground below. Now, this feature down here on the ground is called a stalagmite, because it might trip you along your journey. Now, these stalactites, when they form initially as hollow soda straws. The water and the calcium carbonate flow down through those soda straws. The water drips down to the surface and the calcium carbonate forms at the very end. Now, how many of you guys were hit by water as we came into the cave? Like I said, the cave will reach out and touch in. It's just showing a little bit of loving as we go. We call those cave. And at our last stop, I asked you guys to start looking, hearing, or feeling some of the changes inside our cave. Did anyone feel or hear anything along the way?
Rain.
Yeah, we've got water coming into this part of the cave. That is our big change, right? Alrighty guys, on your left-hand side here we have our classic cave bacon formation. A 20-foot long piece of cave bacon extending from the ceiling down to the lowest point here. The orange, red, and yellow colors are all from iron oxide, giving it that classic.
After visiting the Jewel Cave, we drove to the Mammoth site in Hot Springs, South Dakota. The Mammoth site is a museum and paleontological site near Hot Springs, South Dakota, in the Black Hills. It is an active paleontological excavation site at which research and excavations are continuing. The facility encloses a prehistoric sinkhole that formed and was slowly filled with sediments during the Pleistocene era. The sedimentary fill of the sinkhole contains the remains of Pleistocene fauna and flora, preserved by entrapment and burial within a sinkhole. As of 2016, the remains of 61 mammoths, including 58 North American Columbian and 3 woolly mammoths, had been recovered. Mammoth bones were found at the site in 1974, and a museum and building enclosing the site were established. The museum now contains an extensive collection of mammoth remains.